mission was to ensure, say, let's find a leader and lead all of us. Not a leader to lead Igbo for. Name the entire Nigerian community. Why now? This is a classic betrayal of the entire Nigerian community in Ghana, an affront to them, and now also chose to disrespect the authorities of Ghana. Tonight, we continue to remind Ghanaian authorities, Ghanaians here and around the world, our continuous vigilance, observation of this little lion sleeping yet creeping gradually, creating a state of hegemony into their world of preponderance. Did you hear that? I am saying that I continue to remind the Ghanaian authorities, Ghanaians here and around the world, our continuous vigilance, observation of this little lion, sleeping yet creeping, gradually creating a state of hegemony into what I called their world of preponderance. Ghana ni bia wa manone, but we need now. Na yanhwe se sa abodoma ye kan say aboy kra ne twidi e won say jatai wadaw nanso wonam fom wodi wo benyina ya aboa kese a da choba hayen. Indeed, it's incontrovertible that these migrants have entangled, entrenched, and foreseeable future, a Frankenstein monsters would be in the making, courtesy the leadership of this country. The young who say, I feel one more. I saw me ya warm about my fool. Nanso munyin kakra no munyin bedroom pempenso a won be mini yina. The enti no memini your unscrupulous leaders, your useless political class, NPP, NDC, quiet. They can't talk. It's been how many days? Weeks. The whole of the airspace, social media, why a charge? Also, my idea, Kasa. And I know in MPP, about 5 contestants, about bedding, Yemetuom Swaba. Aye, wine, Brian Champo, Yabetuno Swaba. Editum, Osientuno Swaba, Cabinet Japan, Kennedy Ohine Japan, Vice President former. Baumia, also, what is so be na okasa? Ewo Igbo for asem. The only political class no nipa which very bold, ready to defend Ghanaians, Hassan Ayarga, who has declared a demonstration on the 26th of July. More for demonstration into so Ghanaians, baby, all over the country join this demonstration. More fun to screen this, mommy. Quick. Now, the American said, in all of this, therefore, we need a collective action guided by all stakeholders and focused on the future of our nation. As I see it, who say, hey, enough is enough. Demonstration home for Nina Watcher. Again, Ghanaians must begin now to assess who among your leaders deserves your mandate to lead this country. Now, Yebisau, why necessary Ghana for to me, for me, because at a point I had a choice. He said, but I'm disappointed in MPP, I'm disappointed, NDC the same. But if one among the political class like Hassan Ayarga, as we see more, now I already said no. Let's rescue this country from impending explosion and disaster. Oh, come on. Now to how we heading? Oh, say me intro me catch mo. Hwe de ekoso Kumase. The Mampusi Kusas in Tokwa gradually zero down. Bahimfa, Ashanti region capital, Kumasi. Yebekumo hine wo ho. Sooner rather later, this Boko crisis would extend. Tonight, let us turn our minds to how some Igbo nationals now align themselves with Ghanaians, going as far as to advise Ghanaians in what to do. Now, say, Womankasa Igbo for Nankasa, Womani Ghana for no, Pyo, Igbo for Nankasa no. A binimuni Ghana for no crown air cabo, say, hey, mo sorry. Na muntu yankrofono, muntu o masimfiri ho. The both video actually, tie dia papa oka, oye Igbo ni. advisement or Dema Ghana for. Listen to this.
Here in Ghana, the population of Nigerians in Ghana is about 4 million. And these 4 million, the Igbos are the majority. The Igbos here in Ghana, they've married a lot of Ghanaians, Togolese, Liberians, Burkinabes, and even Ghana, where we live. Now, these children are all Igbos. And if we don't let them know the culture and tradition of the Igbos, it means our culture is wiping away. And the installation of this king means to plant the culture and tradition of the Igbo in Ghana and any other country that we found that there are a good number of the Igbos living in that country. By that, the essence of this kingship has come to be.
I've always maintained that imbecility is a clinical evidence of criminality. I've always maintained it, and I stand to be corrected. And I say this in case a greater number of you from this particular post begin to wonder why Nigerians think the way they think, especially the people from the tribe of Igbo. I'm an Igbo man, so I can tell you people better that such level of criminality, hence a clinical evidence through imbecility or a clinical evidence of imbecility, is more with the Igbo tribe. I mean, when you see an Igbo man think because he's money conscious, you'll understand.
QuickBooks gives me the superpower to automate my invoices, track expenses, and get paid.
Talk like madmen. They don't reason, all because of the money. So in their bid and their desperate chase for the money, you find out that their mind, you see, that's why they say that it will be hard for a rich man or one that chases money to enter a healthy mental state, which is what we call paradise spiritually. They say it will be easier for a camel to enter the eye of a needle than for a man that chases money to enter, to have a healthy state of mind, to be sane enough. And that's exactly what happens to people. Now, what do I mean by this? How could this be your reason, your justification for coming to another man's land and clinging to chieftaincies and king? Ask me. Even in the Bible, or where logic and rationality applies, have you ever seen a person leave his own land, go to another man's land, and start claiming kingship? If you've given birth to children with the ladies of the people you had, claimed to, take them back home. Take them back home. This is not the reason for you to come to another man's land and start running all these kingship, eze, and all these things. Royalty. See, no matter how royal you are in your place, when you come to another man's land, leave it at the doorstep. This is another man's house, and you're coming to claim a king in another man's house. And you know the funny thing. The funny thing is that these same people in their own land can't even claim this right. These same people in their own land can't even do this thing they are doing. They come to another man's land and they start showing rights. Anyways, this is not something that should shock a great number of us who already know who the Igbos are. I'm going to tell you people a very little story, a real life story. So, Enugu State and Ebonyi State are neighboring states in the eastern part of Nigeria, highly dominated by the Igbo tribe. In fact, it belongs to the Igbo tribe. Now, what I'm about to tell you will shock you as a Ghanaian and as a South African. Do you know that the governor of Ebonyi State lives in Enugu State? The governor of Ebonyi State lives in Enugu State. Every single time he travels back to Enugu State, in a siren on a convoy. As if he is the governor of Enugu State. If it's not because the governor of Enugu State had to tell him, bro, they cannot be, think about it now, this thing is rational. There cannot be two governors in one state. Whereas your state is empty of a governor. You're governing your state from my state. And then whilst coming back to my own state, you're on a convoy and you're blowing siren like the governor. Now this emphasizes exactly what you people are seeing in Ghana. What you people see in Ghana with Nigerians who are Igbos, with the Igbos who are Nigerians. You leave your father's land, come to another man's land, where you should be focused about doing what you're doing. Do your right thing, establish your reputation. Peradventure you married those people's daughters and they gave birth to your children. When chips are down, bring back your children home. Don't come to establish chieftaincy title and do all this your fake, illusional, deluded royalty in another man's land. In another, like, I have never seen the most deluded set of people than this set of people. I have never in my whole life. That is why when I tell you people that 3 out of 4 Nigerians are mad, people think it's profanity. It's not profanity. I've shown you people facts and figures. It's playing out. I'm telling you people that's why if you come to Nigeria, you see lots of imbeciles, lots of mentally deformed people, lots of Down syndromes. Some clinical, even in when they don't even show you, by their looks you will know, because you see lots of deformities. You don't need their actions to know that these people are deformed. You just need to look at them to see their deformity. I'm telling you the truth. It's uncalled for. In fact, it's I don't get it.
In the coming days, Ghanaians and the Igbos in Ghana, listen, in the coming days, however, I know they are very corrupt, but they are now awakening. Ghana's immigration, wake up. Ghana's immigration, wake up. There are hundreds and hundreds of Igbos. For one more and crofo mebebaho and landowners and house owners. Because we are about to send some tax force here. They are going house to house, and any Igbo knew or two fear no immigration for any paper about him. Who fear run your becho who make sure so be jail. What am I had Be say ye dear grow Ghana. Can you brabo? And you be bro and pese the betu there for now. But after waiting in the coming days, ye babe ye wait to my memo koko. Me say foreigner beer to fear, especially Igbo need to fear. Next one report to my immigration. I'm immigration for need status, any details about him. Pamno through fear. Pamno. Sack them quickly. And also in them kobo immigration form and yet no mumra how. Emission status. Some kwasia somewhere. Yet they did oh, and now we are all under ECOWAS. What ECOWAS and then womb. This ECOWAS, I am the whole of the African region. Absolutely useless and foolishness. I didn't ECOWAS at me. Woman to her and then to qua Esu Burkina Niger. Sir, in Crown Crowing, when we who free ECOWAS in a jar to Honmana, I think they are even better off. Ghana is the nerve center and epicenter of all of this AU and ECOWAS as well. I didn't hear to me. Ghana ni biara, Nigeria need to fear. Me say, kobo immigration form and yes, sir, samato. The video you're about to watch is Easy Chukwudi narrating circumstances of becoming entrenched in Ghana, particularly his throne as a king to the Igbos in Ghana. Video ya mebe bwachiri ti papa no eni numasam e kwan ye fa so e ma obeden afi obesi na hinwa ene na kunwa anase an awotim de na de ekofa bae ye nuanom bi ene ma na kwan ono abeka akireo ene sa ye nuanom no wo mo issue a strong worded statement said den one person disassociate ho. Listen to this.
By the special grace of God, I'll first of all talk about the Ghana people. I am very close to the entire Ghana kings. Like I said, from 2012 when I was coronated, Ghana Traditional Council played a major role. Then the president was Linda Saki, who was the acting president of Ghana Traditional Council then. Him and all the Ghana Paramount Kings were all here, and after that they inducted me. They inducted the Igbo throne in Ghana to Ghana Traditional Council. I give them very big thanks on that. And we moved on to then the president, Regional House of Chiefs, Osumanche, that died, may so rest in peace. We moved on also to the National House of Chiefs, that we also met with Togba Fede, of which we are very close with him. We are very close to so many paramount kings. By the special grace of God, I'll first of all talk about the Ghana people. I am very close to the entire Ghana kings. Like I said, from 2012 when I was coronated, Ghana Traditional Council played a major role. Then the president was Linda Saki, who was the acting president, the Ghana Traditional Council then, him and all the Ghana Paramount Kings were all here. And after that, they inducted me. They inducted the Igbo throne in Ghana to Ghana Traditional Council. I give him very big thanks on that.
Sebahu. It won't say none of your business or Kweku na wokasa tia yenu anumankram. I'm not speaking against the Ghans. I am saying, sir, there are some unscrupulous rogues and scavengers, rascals and ragamuffins. The elders of the Ghana said, "Ekahuna papi, why you entrenched? If not, why?" Mama sa asina mo diama na mani di sansem hu no. Enemu nse mo amatro a strong word statement say then ekwa be mu a ye be kosa statement no so. Na ma no kwan a nti obetimi ayesa. Se ma no kwan a including say otumi sisa one city no dia betra nungwa homowase no tutugu moso. Enim guase bi say so despicable and shameful, and we are proud of this. You are better than this. The Ghana state, I'm saying you are better than this. You are more rich in culture, more rich in wisdom, and more rich in everything, including land. But here, you become subservient and slave to a foreigner who got nothing, ain't got nothing. Well, a prophecy is confirming this deadly development in the making. And come shebi, can you maybe see the air cost you? And come shebi, can you maybe see the air banner? It's much deadly than we ever thought. Listen to Commissioner. Take a lesson.
The person become a teacher when kind for Tianumitian say, I need be Bacoso.
Okay.
Na Nigeria and Ghana.
Okay.
Na and some baby see what the Basabasaya beba Nigeria and Ghana fontem. A one kind mem.
Okay.
Obi a work team in Caribbean Timmy. Number was our day to Naman Cantu and say, my cat was a Mompedin Fonsole. Near Juma, and yes, sir, Emwa, and how about to say Nigeriano? Basabasa beba. No Basabasa. Ebeba.
The year incline. Your capital city.
Yes. Yes. And how about it? To say that so Dominic Moriano. Okay, my Basabasa because you couldn't. Soon, Sumuna the car badada.
Okay.
Oba plan be bia into training in area and Chabasa man also. And Chabasa say Juma. So when you see when you pa 2 minutes take over. Miss Ramana and opening for so many baby. Next soon, Sumufa him work him. But in 14 years, I'm betting your frame. And my name was say a year and son and see. Na yes, send the book around near the ideas and phone.
Kidnapping.
Yes, about Cosso and Crababroso. A beer Crabafagana in Sagan no muscle. Now, friend, a young crabba. What can I say, dear? When you will be a man support, and I won't say something to you. This is the answer. Sana be before tear. But so, can some say, Sabin and Cousin Pasole, a Frobusa say, a Denny and ye. Men can't just say for good to bring me. Okay, we be a minimum of frame and I. Niama was here, dear Babua. No, by the Manias, a Benyasa. Send your titty to be a mamma, so no, and che. Said that, Omedi Castle dada.
It is a obitin kind. Now, all this while, the ever consume and on when you say more, none the what set him a muhukwa.
To my money,
Nadia no bit me a facade.
to my money in Frame, to my money in Pebambo, to my money in Tree. Yes, Obio to me, Tom says, some seer. Yet, to my phone any position behind him.
Yes.
Set trouble at Daniel, Yadeo. Timamuvona on 1 year maybe I won't never. The Avenue on the cano. Okay. And to one I was so friendly. Papa Diana was some year. The macho said, when dear. Yeah, we are a busy but would you?
Great. It is instructive to note. So, prophecy is in the making. And more than Niagro, especially more and Cranfon. More than Montown, when you did to Sikaka Craby Bamun Zemwa, Moya Mushi ye. It is instructive to note that Nigerians, however long overdue, have conceived ill motive against Ghana in many aspects of our development, including sports discipline. And I want you to watch. The more come back. Let's take an introspection. Retrospect. What happened to Ghanaians in 2022 in Abuja FIFA World Cup playoff? Mokai. Adibi esi o Nigeria. Nigerians, started so many bring Ghana for no, and they are making comparison of Ghana universities and Nigerian universities. Where are them? Na and bibi wo mumu a etre se wo mu wo tan kese bi de ma Ghana for but Ghanaians yen hu wo so mo ye nuanom o sa na de nti o but in the hearts of the Nigerians they don't see Ghana for so wo mo ye nuanom especially so woni wonom a akotra Nigeria for a long time edi nkoma wo beti ka se yasem but 2020 FIFA play ye ko ho no ade bi esi wo Abuja ho a back reflect. Now we share they say what precipitated this Ghana for an issue, but Nigerians the end. Take a listen to this.
The Ghana supporters are not leaving. What can you say?
Very bad. Very, very, very bad.
What can you say?
It's a pity. You can't just really understand. Just a photo, I just told you, he wants to start life. And we know football is supposed to bring that's your friendship too.
What can you say? You are alive.
I'm highly disappointed. I'm highly disappointed with our neighbors. You can see that we have to take our chests out to take cover. It's so unfortunate. This is not.
So where's your justice?
My justice is here. It's here. So it's so unfortunate. It's so embarrassing. You know, I've never seen it.
Let's stand here. Wait.
Honorable, what can you say?
What I will say is we thank Almighty Allah. Today, wonderful thing has happened in Ghana. Today, we passed the E-level. Today, Nana Addo Dankwa birthday. Today, we qualified for World Cup. We thank Almighty Allah. Allah is the best. Allah is the one we thank. And we know that Ghanaians are happy. We are here, we are safe. Everybody is safe by the special grace of God.
The whole Ghana and the better for us and Jeffrey ministry. It's my dear Maya, I might never qualify to work out. Yamisha, and then you're quite here. And that's what I could and that's what I qualify to cut. That's a Yamisha. When you go into a get that media for some with Chibaya. Yet I must say, Maya, Yamisha.
So, Nyamine di Ghana for now for few, Chedi bet 2 more Nigeria hono. Enya sem kete. Ya bobo ewie keke enenzo e ntoko we nzo e. This is Nigerians. But you see, many in Nigeria for Nemo mummy and fan of crabbing casem say a brand so mo bo ha be si branamne basa basa and you kum kidnaps near the 3 night events and Takrady girls. Yamin American Canadians say a kidnap mo kumase Yamin American in national security and memoir Chebeye Boachibidin. We cannot, will not, and may not listen. May say we cannot, will not, and may not contain them here.
After this fufu and pepper soup, I'll go score goals like them, the dash points.
Coming that, we've gotten, to the threshold and it's going to be a spellbound. Government of Ghana, one day, number 2, boom. The skies will be rocketing with miseries, and the Nigerians in Ghana cannot afford to stay here. It's boiling underground. Some will come on not tomorrow. Ghanaians will take the law into their own hands. Of course, we too, we have the power. We have the citizenry arrest. It's even in our constitution. Say Ghanaian authorities, Ghanaians will take the power. Power to the people will react. Now listen, a federal governor has thrown out an explosive statement of the Igbos, asking Ghanaians to what? Raise their heads up and not down due to the criminal activity of the Igbos. Governor, Osi Yema Yenisu Yenhesro, Nyafom, the India, because Yenisa Asasambonsam for to Ghana to Yenya careful. This explosive statement was about when this same tribe called Igbo for also for the purpose of recapping. Take a listen again.
I've been in office for three years and 3 months, okay? If we have arrested 100 criminals, non-mafia, kidnappers, and so on and so forth, 99.99% of them will mark Igbo. Did you hear me right? I said 99.99% of them will mark Igbo. So these things are in America because that was part of the lie that was put in propaganda. The Aito kidnapping because it is the next lucrative business after Yahoo and drug. The next one for find disabled kidnapping. And this is even other states. If an acquire we do all Anambra. You don't want Anambra. Again, Canana village, if I got them on cycle, I join California, I get 18 years in line. I probably have died mafia, Maha, did they also on the Fulani? I mean, I repeat, I want you to quote me right. 99.99% of all the criminals, kidnappers, and so on that were arrested so far, Igbos are the ones kidnapping Igbos. They are the ones killing Igbos. Oh, the Fulanis, they are invading our people. They are now everywhere. They are waiting for whistle to be blown. And and they will take over. And therefore, we are the ones who are the liberators. We are now going into the bush to go to chase out the Fulanis. Nobody asked the question. They are now banning mafia to go and liberate you. How do they feed? 1 month, 2 months, 6 months, 1 year? How do they feed? How do they feed? So that's, you see, like I said, I'm one of you, but I decided to go home. Actually, in '99, I was a visiting professor at Swanton College. Okay? And I remember the last conversation of the Vanessa sent them forth, because from there I moved down here to DC, to the World Bank, where I spent 18 months. I was just living and they were having a set-forth party. And I remember the chairman of the department wishing.
You see, one thing is a bit in a saving situation is the Igbos in Ghana, you must decide, quite apart from the fact that you've brought a strong weather statement out, which of course I'll come to it, but join the demonstration this Saturday and shout and denounce this Chukwudi guy. We have to strip him naked completely. And we are learning his Yam Festival is coming on when? This September. Let's see if it will come on. It will be one of the bloodiest. So if Chukwudi, you are listening, your Yam Festival or whatever, abort it right now. Abort any plans of your Yam Festival, because we have several Yam festivals here up north. And all these places tonight, I can tell you, are volatile situations. We don't want any further outbreak of violence on our hands. Abort it. Listen, a Ghanaian citizen, of course, is given a brief history of Ghana's chieftaincy arrangements, and he narrates something. I want the Igbos to listen to this. He's a Ghanaian, but he has given a chronicle of how our chieftaincy, institution runs. You're not the one to come and lecture us the rudiments of it. We don't need your kinship, your parallel kinship or whatever. We don't need it. You can't come here and create yours. Listen to this and listen carefully. Take a listen.
First of all, there is a Nigerian parading himself around, calling himself the king of Igbos in Ghana. And that is a worrying something. Look, because there's so much liberty and freedom in Ghana, some people can just come out from their country and come and do any nonsense here. You, from another country, is trying to form a kingdom on another man's land in a sovereign country. You are trying to form your own kingdom. And the most annoying thing is that the Council of Chiefs are keeping quiet, watching this man parade himself as a king. Look, behind every stool, behind every throne, there is a history. There is a story. There is blood spilled for that throne to be where it is today. Every chieftaincy has a history behind it. What's the history behind this man calling himself the Igbo king? What's the history behind it? Look, before the British would colonize us, it is the chieftaincy system that we practice in Ghana here. Every chief have a paramount chief. Every paramount chief have a sub-chief. You understand? And it is limited to only Ghanaians, to only the tribes in Ghana. Is that Igbo tribe a tribe in Ghana? How dare you just leave your country, come here and be calling yourself king of Igbos? Who gave you that audacity? Have you, like, the Asantis, no? Every Asante in this world, their king is Asantehini. He is who they recognize. You understand? Have you ever seen a Ghanaian in Nigeria saying he's the king of the areas in Nigeria? Have you ever seen a Nigerian in South Africa saying he's the king of the Yorubas in South Africa? Have you ever seen a Nigerian in the UK saying he's the king of the... Come on, man, there's so much liberty that everybody can come and do nonsense here. Look, the Council of Chiefs should stand up and remove that title, that stupid title he gave himself. No, they should remove it from him. The Igbos are not recognized in Ghana here. We are from your country to come and hustle and leave. We are a sovereign state. We don't condone every nonsense. We have condoned their excesses in this country too much. To the extent that you want to build an Igbo community. Like this, the same thing the Lebanese wanted to do in Adan. So if the government does not rise and stop this man, we will start dragging lands with these Igbos in Ghana. We will start dragging lands with them. They should do well and take that stupid title from that man. They should take that stupid title from that man. If he wants to become the king of Igbo, he should go to his country and go and do it. You cannot come and build your kingdom in Ghana here. Then his daughter, I am the princess of Ghana. You are mad. They should make sure that the Council of Chiefs, the Council of Chiefs or whatever, anyhow this one passed to get that title, make sure you denounce him. Make sure you take that title from him. He should just be an ordinary Ghanaian, an ordinary immigrant here. You understand? Or if possible, he should call himself, I am the local Igbo, what's the name? Local Igbo president. Fine. But he calling himself a king in the Annan'S country, it's a no-no, it's a taboo, and it's an abomination.
Great, folks. Now, with the limited time I have, let's go quickly. Of course, my executive producer, Yamba, joins me. And then let's go into the letter noir where your friend is saying, Igbo for natural diabano. A diaba assembly was our letter. Now, a bit projected letter no screen is on Igbo for natural diaba. Trying to so mu denounce papa no so mu yedin. Any idea? And the young say, letter no dey home. Okay, Yamba, are you ready? Never go through letter no. Na yashim. Where is my phone so that I can go through my messages as well? And also, my okay, all right. Are we ready to go through letter no? Great. Yeah, executive producer, take us to letter no. There's a Diana Igbo for natural Ediaba. All right, let's go.
Okay, so the public notice by the Igbo community in Ghana. The Igbo community Ghana stands with the laws of the lands of Ghana. The attention of Igbo community in Ghana. the umbrella body for all Igbo indigenes of Nigeria residing in Ghana and a constituent of the larger all Nigerian community, Ghana, has been While we appreciate the timely intervention and stance taken by the Ghana Traditional Council, we hereby wish to set the record straight with the following facts. 1. No connection with Igbo Community Ghana. Igbo Community Ghana is a duly registered, well-structured entity with a national leadership, regional leadership board of directors, board of patrons, and board of trustees. And Mr. Chukwudi Jude Ihineto is not part of the existing structure whatsoever. 2. No kingship endorsement. Igbo Community Ghana has never installed Mr. Ihineto or any other individual as king of the Igbo people in Ghana. Kingship and kingdom establishment are not part of our constitution or objectives as a social welfare migrant community. 3. Response since 2012. Since Mr. Ihineto's self-declared kingship ambitions began in 2012, Igbo Community Ghana has counseled him to desist and has taken both legal and social steps to distance our community from his actions. 4. Public clarifications. We have formally written to Nigerian High Commission Ghana and all Nigerian Community Ghana. In those communications, we stated clearly that Mr. Ihineto does not represent our community and should not be recognized as such. In 2012, Chief Onyema Ndaraku, then leader of Igbo Community Ghana, went public, naming Mr. Ihineto and Mr. Geoffrey Mwakugu in a warning aired on GTV Ghana about the potential disruption of public peace. 6. Newspaper publications. Daily Graphic, September 12, 2012. Alert about self-inaugurations of Mr. Ihineto and Mwakugu. Mr. Mwakugu later renounced his kingship and now serves as Grand Patron of Igbo Community Ghana. 7. Indecent involving armed threat. In 2014, incident involving armed threat, Mr. Samuel Ikezi, claiming sub-chief status under Mr. Ihineto, allegedly threatened violence at a child dedication event. He was arrested and prosecuted. 8. Official disclaimer. Daily Graphic, December 23, 2014. A disclaimer was published declaring that Igbo Community Ghana has no king and disavowing anyone claiming to represent our community in that capacity. 9. Legal action in 2017. Igbo Community Ghana filed a court suit to stop Mr. Ihineto's events in our name, prevent him from parading as a king installed by our community. The court ruled that Mr. Ihineto, Mr. Godwin Uche Anyegu, and another should cease representing us. Further public disclaimers. Daily Graphic, September 20, 2019. Reaffirmed we have no king. Daily Graphic, March 25, 2022, page 8. Warned public against dealing with imposters. Ongoing legal cases. A suit against Mr. Kingsley Chinedu Igwe, who claimed sub-chief status under Mr. Ihineto, seeking an injunction. B. Circuit Court 9. Case against all Nigerian Community Ghana over unconstitutional attempts to replace legitimate Igbo leadership with individuals loyal to Mr. Ihineto. Final statement. Igbo Community Ghana has exhausted all peaceful and lawful avenues to dissociate Mr. Ihineto from parading as the self-styled Igbo King of Ghana. His kingship project remains personal, unrecognized, and misaligned with our constitution. We affirm our commitment to Ghana's laws and peaceful coexistence. While Igbo community Ghana does not install kings and chiefs, our members who live all over the 16 regions of Ghana are encouraged to participate in social, developmental, and humanitarian programs, projects, and activities of their host communities, and any recognition accorded them in their individual capacities in line with such should be appreciated and maintained within that host community's established and existing structure. We Igbo community Ghana once again reiterate our commitment to sustaining and even improving upon the established peaceful coexistence and cordial relations that exist among Igbo people and our host communities in Ghana. Directors Emmanuel Chibozo, Indubisi, Jeffrey Inwoye Mwokogu, Moses Ede, Alexander Ekechukwu, Copy, All Nigerian Community Ghana, Nigerian High Commission Ghana, Federal Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Nigeria.
Great. So, folks, now by this letter, we can emphasize and emphasize strongly, and the emphasis is mine. We are daring the Chukwu to say, Ome country, and say, who are those Igbos and or represent Ghana? This is a strong worded statement coming from the Igbo community. Now, he goes on still saying, now he's on another shape approach. Now I'm a leader of the Igbo. Nonsense. Foolishness. How dare you? You think you can play on our keyboard of our emotions? You sit in your comfort zone and you are telling Ghanaians, no, we are uncultured. We, Yantetiyen, Wabodam. Dia oyire no oye eyefantino oto no maami tukunu fo ate tukunu tunu fo Ghanaians for want of time after Ghana state for letter no me maso ne yakopon yadma Friday, but Friday exclusive one-on-one with Hassan Ayarga here in the studios of CTV, the Frontline show. Ebe bija Kainesha so say Saturday 26th of July demonstration kasieba Ghanaians, wherever you are, for Huji Mubi. For no Apple Masum Gimpo Aiden at some moment. Letter. The tone of the letter nature also. No. Pape or status or own nature, the ambitions of becoming the king of the Igbos. Nyende. But also Shasame say no. He used the Igbos as a cash cow. Again, he used them also to launch another angle of what? Deception. And everything that he has succeeded, no, Ninara and Nyo to the benefit. He has deceived the Igbo community and the entire Nigerian community here in Ghana. He's a crook, a rascal, and a ragamuffin. Folks, Ghana for Mumientia Diabiase, maybe both national anthem no Eddie amount. Just say. We shall defend this country as I've said and maintained. We defend our territorial waters, our territorial lands, and our territorial airspace. It's us. It's for us. And it's sorry, demonstration on Airbaso 26 Friday. Our host Hassan Ayarga and Yebel Levu Nimebi. And you may go from a dorsal, papa. And you are not too good in so nim dear ya. Papa, and so manus in a real quiet, and me pom, and siram, or betom one tom, nonco, nasu nimri Ghana, yes. And me pom, and siram, near honam, a real quiet or power to me call Hokusia, Hinian war, bit pay be moafa, and Nibra Baye, Ghana periform, Pomcasa, John Ham or Poncasa, MPP for Mopamoncasa, Mopamon command we don't give a heck. We defend ourselves. Folks, this has been the Frontline show with Kweku and great guys Nebo Michiram. Yes, Ruby X Ekahon, and then online editor Ken Campbell, executive producer Yamba, and then the man himself, Joshua, as a editors or more abonte ho Kofi Ansa and Kofi Ejire and a bomb chiram me the anthem ne e close tiemunsem and be energized and know say this is our only country. We cannot pick Nigeria, South Africa or Zimbabwe. This is our nation and we are proud of it. Until I meet you Friday same time 8